Hello and welcome to my first NHL 20 franchise mode video. In this video, MorrisTheRocket himself is going to be taking over the New York Islanders franchise. So here we go. New York Islanders. Top players Matt Barzal, Justin Bailey, and Semyon Varlamov. Okay, here we go. Continue. Not going to mess with the divisions at all. Going to get rid of owner mode, player morale, fog of war. Not going to be having the head coach editing the lines. We'll be doing that ourselves. Alright, let's go into the rules and settings here. Alright, quick settings. So I'm going to do injuries off here just so I don't have to micromanage like crazy. Auto save off just in case anything ever happens. Trade difficulty will bump up to hard there. Alright, that's good there. Advanced settings. So it doesn't really matter about any of that. I'll say no. There's no injuries on, so it doesn't matter. Sim engine scoring on high though. Okay. Auto rotate goalies I will leave on. Alright, that should be good here to get started. So we'll jump in here, take a look at the lineup, see if there's any tweaks we want to make, maybe make a couple trades, and then get this first season over with pretty quick. Alright, let's go here. Hopefully the coach aligns with the best players on the team. I mean, that's something that you hope for from the start of the franchise. But let's see here. We'll jump into the edit lines, see where everybody fits. Matt Barzal will hopefully fit up on the top line. So leave that off. Okay, so Anders Lee here looks decent for that first line. Barzal, not the greatest. Okay. Eberle, same thing. Their best lines are all the first line anyways. Alright, Josh Bailey just as good on that second as the first, so that's okay there. JG Pageau is pretty good for that first line. Alright. Face-offs 79. 76 for Brock Nelson there. Okay. So Justin Bailey can center that second line. Nelson looks okay there as well. So we got a couple plus ones to start out there. That's alright. Brassard would fit better on one of the top two lines. But doesn't look like it fits very well. Oh, okay, Anthony Bolivier, 22 years of age, fits perfectly on that second line. He's not great at face-off, so I will put him over on the side there for now. So that's his spot for the foreseeable future. Kuhnackel also fits on that second line perfectly. Okay, we can get them to +1 there. It's because they're all two-way forwards. Okay, the +3 if we put Nelson up there. Okay, he's decent at faceoffs. That's okay. I'll take the +3. These guys don't fit the greatest on the third line here now, though. Justin Bailey, 29. Okay. Anders Lee. Throw him down on the fourth line. So Kuhnhackl and Bolivier fit perfectly on this second line on this team, but I don't know. Martin fits really well on the third line. Oof, that's ugly though. -2. Clutterbuck. Put him there, and next thing you know, you have the +1. But yeah, I don't know. Not the greatest fits here. I'll have to take a look at the defense now. Letty, fits on the third pair. Pulock, doesn't fit the team at all. Taves doesn't fit the team at all. Boychuk, Mayfield. Okay, none of our defense really fit this team either. So I have a feeling that this coach doesn't fit the best on this team. Let's go take a look here. He's an A+ coach, which is going to be tough to get rid of if he doesn't fit that well. 59%. Yeah, guys like Pulock, not very good. Barzal, okay, could be better. I think we're going to have to fire this guy. Yeah, fire him. Alright, so let's promote this guy up to the interim head coach and see how he fits. 58%, even worse. Letty, Pulock is a little bit better, Peugeot, but Barzal's much worse. Okay, let's go take a look at what coaches we have available then. I mean, there's that same coach. I highly doubt it's going to change much. 58%, okay, even worse. 58%, 61% here. Okay, balanced guy. Maurice Lemieux. Barzal, Bailey, Pulock, still not the greatest. Dobson, not very good. 61%, 64%. Still not great on some of our best players there. 68%, okay, Lee looking pretty good. Nelson, Barzal, Pulock looking the best he has yet. Okay, this Jerome Labelle. 69% there, so Barzal not looking the greatest actually, and that's kind of the most important one here. 69% there though. 68 here. 58, 60. Oh, but we've gone down into the minor league coaches now. So I think that one coach that right here, 68%. Another 60. Okay, this guy. I think this is the guy we go with. Generalist. Just 1 year. Let's do 1 year. We have lots of cap space remaining for coaches. 900K for 1 year. Let's see how he does. Oh, what did I just offer him? Okay, I think I might have offered him associate coach. Okay. I'll go ahead a few days here. Advanced day. See if that guy accepts. Happy to join the team. Okay. I do not think that I hired him as the head coach, though, did I? No. This is him right here. Associate head coach. I am going to fire Ennis. Sorry, bud, you don't fit the greatest on the team. And I'm going to promote Labelle up to NHL head coach. Now let's go take a look at the lines. Alright, much better here. Okay, yeah, that's decent fit. Decent fit for Peugeot. Perfect fit for Lee. Okay, Anders Lee, not going anywhere. Captain, fits perfectly on the line. Okay, what else do we got here? Kunackle, okay. Nelson fits decently on that second line, so does Bolivier. Alright, Justin Bailey now, okay. Much better, fits on the second line. Perfect. I wonder if Eberle doesn't quite fit on that second line, actually. Komarov does. Komarov kind of fits everywhere on this team. Bunch of left-handed guys there, okay. Bolivier, okay. Martin does fit on the bottom part of this lineup. Who do I have scratched? Alright, Dale Call, top 9 forward. Doesn't fit the greatest in here. Bottom 6 forward, Johnston. He fits on the third line, but he's not the greatest overall or potential. Koivula fits decently on the team, okay. What about in the minors? Who do I have down here? Okay, Cizikas, Hosang, Wallstrom. I think, yeah, top 6 forward high. Okay. Alright, there's definitely some roster moves to be done here. Fix this team up a little bit and maybe make some trades before we get, yeah, Pellick needs to probably move up. Yeah, there's definitely some moves to be made here. Alright, so think we're gonna have to do some roster moves next. Alright, and we're back here after making a few roster moves. Pretty much we're able to make the team look a lot better. I did end up changing people's player type here, so I changed Barzell to a sniper. I changed Bailey to a playmaker. I changed around, Martin from a grinder to a power forward. Broussard 2A forward to a playmaker. Bolivier to a sniper from a 2A forward. Now my thought process with that, I know someone like 2BC would say that that's cheese in the system, blah, blah, blah. The way I see it is that the coaching's kind of broken anyways. And, if I told you that a coach told you to play more like a sniper, shoot more, and you'll get more ice time, or you'll be better favored by your coach, pretty sure that you could follow with that tune. So anyways, we were able to make this team look pretty good from a chemistry perspective with the assets that we have without making any draft picks, just making some roster moves. Same thing here on defense. We were able to make it look pretty good. We also did extend a contract extension offer to Matt Barzell, 8 years times 7.250, which probably compared to real life is a little low. He might not accept it, we'll see. But we have offered that contract extension out. And I've also identified one spot on the team that I need to upgrade. Jordan Eberle here, he fits half decently on the first line. If I pop him up there, he fits okay. JG Pajot just fits better though. And at this point, Pajot is quite a bit younger. Eberle makes some cash too, so we are going to try to trade Eberle for someone to fit on that left side on the second line. Maybe make this a +3 or a +4. So that'll be the next thing that I look for. So we'll be trading Eberle himself. We can also trade Devin Taves down here in the minors. It's kind of just being wasted down there in the minors. As part of the trade, maybe we can look for a replacement for him as well. But yeah, that's a bit of an update here where we're at with the team. As you can see, we are waiting for Barzal to get back to us. Sim ahead here a little bit to see what that looks like before I make the trade. Okay, sim here a few days. See what Barzal says. Yeah, just thinking about it. Easy decision. Okay. Having him locked up at 7.250 is awesome. Take a quick look here. So player search. I do, for some reason, like having the guys on their off wings. I know it doesn't really matter, especially when I'm not playing the games. You know, at some point in the playoffs, if I'm down by a couple goals, I might though. So I just like to have it set up the way that I'd like to play. Let's go see if we can find a relatively young forward here for that spot on the second line. Alright, we want somebody that's decent. Okay, so connect me here. He's pretty decent. $5.5 million for the next few years. Second line forward is what he's rated as there. Forward line 2, all penalty killing lines. Okay. Isaiah Bertram. I don't feel like that's our head coach though. Okay, so that's one option. Nick Schmaltz here is in the minors for Arizona. Forward line 2 as well there. 5.85 million, so he makes more than the better Konechny. Alex Tuck here, top 6 forward line, so he's going to fit decently, but not perfectly. Not what we're looking for. Not quite what we're looking for. Forward line 1, forward line 1, forward line 2. Kevin LeBanc here. Okay, quite a bit lower trade value. Not a lot of money required to go and grab this guy. Two-way forward. I'll have to change that. Get him to play differently. Robert Thomas, the forward, top 6 forward lines. Okay, not as good. Kevin LeBanc or Travis Konechny. I mean, obviously Travis Konechny is the better option. Alright, and we're back here. We have found our forward for the second line. Kevin LeBanc, 1 year left on his contract at $1 million. 23 years of age. He is listed as a low top 6 forward, so he might have some growth in him. But forward line 2, all penalty killing lines. Looks great for this team. And Devin Tays, we have in the minors. Kind of not doing a whole lot down there. 25 years of age, top 4D, 81 overall. Could grow. He doesn't fit the greatest on our team though with our head coach, so we're going to see if this trade will go through. Kevin LeBanc, get on our team. Alright, perfect. So, looks like we do not have him on our NHL squad. Huh. Okay, let's go to the edit line screen here. So I will do the best lines there in the minors. And let's put Kevin LeBanc in here. Oh, jumped up to an 82 overall already with that trade. And he kind of fits. Fits a little better than Eberle did. So go and I'll switch him to a sniper, and I'll see if that helps get us up a little bit on that second line. Alright, so after changing LeBanc to a sniper, it does get our second line up to the +3 there. So we are looking pretty good synergy-wise here on this team now after making some changes there and one trade. We do still have to trade away Jordan Eberle now. So in order to do that, I'm going to try and just find a trade. So Jordan Eberle and find trade. Okay, so we have two trades here. One from the Carolina Hurricanes, couple picks, and Trevor Van Riemsdyk. And then same thing from Philadelphia, a couple picks, and Kevin Hayes. So we cannot pick up Kevin Hayes in this deal. I don't want to pick up that contract. And then Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Let's see. I probably am not interested in him. Right hand, 28 years of age. All penalty killing lines only. Yeah, honestly, I'd rather not have Trevor Van Riemsdyk here. Over the league maximum salary cap, but just barely, okay? So, let's see here. There's somebody that makes not that much money. I mean, Trevor Van Riemsdyk wouldn't be terrible just to flip. Like I said, I don't really need him on the team. It'd be better to get somebody useful that I wanted. Let's see, is there anybody? Hayden Fleury, I don't want to give him up though. If he's still Pesci, Honka. Again, Fogle. Warren Fogle. Doesn't fit at all on this team. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll grab Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Just take the trade as it is here, and go for it. Okay. Now, just gonna absolutely flip Van Riemsdyk. Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Let's see. Anybody want him? Find trade. Okay, the Ducks are willing to give a third and a fourth up for him. Same as the Calgary Flames. 2/3 from Colorado. Looks like the best trade there. 2/3 from Florida. So Colorado and Toronto versus Florida. I think Florida's actually better. I'll take that one. Montreal and Washington. Couple Nashville third rounders, a third and a fourth. St. Louis. Toronto's willing to give a second. Couple thirds from Vancouver. Washington's willing to give a second. Okay, I'll take the ones from Florida there. They're in a tough division. Could be up near the top of that third round. So I'll accept that trade for Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Okay. So, I do believe that the team is set now. So there's the forward lines, there's the defense, and we were actually able to get the special teams up there as well, a +3 and a +5 on the power play. Couple +1s there, even here on the PK. That's the best we could hope for. 3-man PK is looking like shite, but that is what it is. Here, nobody scratched. Goaltenders, we have Varlamov and Gray, so we have a pretty decent 1-2 punch there. And yeah, I would go as far to say we're ready to do some simming. Alright, so let's get up to the regular season here. Actually, you know what? Hold off for 1 second, because I want to offer Pulock a contract now. Offer contract extension. So we have $6.75 million available. Don't think that we can get that many years. 7.5. I think that we could get that down. Yeah, like 6.6. 7. And then, okay. Actually, you know what? We might even be able to get it down to 6.5. Let's see. Let's offer that contract extension and see if we can get that. That would be great. Advance. Easy decision. Perfect. All right, we have the team locked up, and we are ready to go here into the regular season. First game up against the Washington Capitals. All right. All right, let's jump into this one and see how it goes. All right, first period of the first game. Minor tweaks only. See how the team can do. All right, so come out to a 1-goal deficit against the Washington Capitals. Matt Barzal does score the first goal of the season for us. And in the second period, Josh Hosang ties the game up for us. And third period, we get a quick power play. Nothing doing. We are out shooting them. All right, approaching halfway through the third. Okay, a little over halfway now. Still out shooting them. And they get the go-ahead goal from the grade 8 Ovi. 2-1, and nothing doing in the first game there. We drop a 3-2 decision at home. All right, I hope that that is not a sign of things to come here. All right, even though that was a little bit of a disappointing start, Johnny Boychuk starts with a couple assists in the first game. Go Boychuk. Anyways, we'll do a little bit of simming here on the calendar. Let's sim up 10 games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll sim up to this game here against the Lightning. That'll be a decent sample size, I think, of how the team's doing. So another loss there and a shootout loss. 0-2-1 to start. Not so great. Okay, there's a win. Another loss right away. Okay, back to winning. Let's get to 500 here. Nice 4-0 win there against the Jets. Okay. No. Not interested. Ooh, huge loss though against Columbus in the next one. Come on, back-to-back wins here. Ooh. Loss and a win. And another loss. Okay, 7-6. Alright. 4-6-1 here to start. Definitely not ideal month of October there. Barzal leading the way here. Let's see how everybody's doing. All right, Barcel LeBank's doing pretty well here. 10 points in 11 games. Bailey, Pajot, okay. Nelson's not doing so great, and Lee on that top line's not finishing so hot either. They're also minus on that top line. Maybe I can change some strategies up a little bit there. I don't know. Penalties there for Lee aren't looking great. Maybe some of it's fighting. I would expect it from Martin, I guess. Alright, so game-winning goals. There's not many to go around. Boychuk's got one of them. Okay. Alright, well, let's go to the team stats here. Oh, I guess I could check the goaltending. Let's see how that's looking. Alright, goalies. They're... Grace has really not looked the greatest. 840 save percentage is ugly. Varlamov's looked okay. Okay. Let's take a look at this team stats here. I've got to try to turn this around. So goals for per game. Just in our division. We're kind of near the bottom. 2.91. Yeah, entire league. Yeah, it's pretty far down there. Yeah, that's not good. So we need to score more goals. Goals against per game. Yeah, we're pretty high up there. So it's both. Great. PK. Yeah, we're pretty bad on the PK. 22% power play. It's kind of like middle of the pack. Alright. With those +5s too. I'm going to take a quick look at the strategies here. Where is that? Oh, edit strategies right there. Okay. Let's take a quick look here. Alright, so forecheck. Okay, let's try that. And then neutral zone. Let's do the 1-3-1. Let's protect the net. Yeah, aggressive, it's good. Okay. Tight point. I don't know. I want to go to the line specific here. Line 1. What are you doing wrong here, line 1? Go overload. Carry the puck in. Shoot it. I don't care if you block the puck or not. So injuries. Actually, yeah. All the lines. Block the puck. Who cares? There's no injuries anyways. Alright. So. Not a great first month. Let's go 10 more games. 2, 5, 7, 10 there. Let's go down to here. See how we do. Tampa Bay, tough team. Loss. Okay, 4-8-1. Another win against the Senators. A shootout loss to follow it. Shootout win, okay. String together a couple wins here, guys. There's another win against Toronto. That's a good win. Tough Philly team. Another win, okay. We're back to 500. An OT loss keeps us at 500, and a win gets us above 500 for the first time all season, and another win. There we go. Okay. Rolling a little bit more here. Sitting outside of a playoff spot by 3 points, game in hand. All right, still plenty of time there. So, I mean, it looks like the top line's producing still. Yeah, Pajot and Barzal pretty much a point per game. Bailey on the second line, point per game. Lee's picked it up a little bit there. And the bank's fallen off a little bit, but I mean, that's not bad. 8-8. Pretty good. And the best thing I think I've noticed here is the pluses. Olivier down on that third line, though, is pretty bad minus. So is Brassard, Hosang. Okay, it looks like our bottom lines are getting shredded. And Letty, wow, getting wrecked. He's only 28 years old, hey? I feel like he's been around forever. Interesting. Matt Martin. Yeah, our bottom six is not doing well. Entire league. So goals for so we've gone up a bit, over 3 now, but we're still pretty far down there. Goals against 3.29 is still pretty bad, but actually we've gotten a lot better there too. Power play. Uh, 17.2 is that's not that good. 82.5% there now. So that's gotten a lot better. Still not the greatest as far as the league goes. I'm going to check the goaltending again actually real quick. Grace is still pretty disappointing there. He's played 9 games too, so he's playing a bunch of games because he's not that much worse of an overall. So you know what? I'm going to trade him. Straight up. I need to get a goaltender back though, so let's see what I can do. First, I'll take a look at who's willing to give up a goaltender. Nothing good there. Halak's a little bit worse, but yeah, no, he's not looking the greatest either. Jim Reimer is having a pretty decent season here so far. 2 years left. Not a lot of trade value. Might come back to that. Jim Reimer. Optimus Rhyme. Hutchinson. That's minor league stats, so take that with a grain of salt there. Godobin. Wow, again, not doing too great. The 83 overall backups. Howard's looking okay. 1 year left. Howard and Reimer. Howard and Reimer still. Only two that I'm really interested. Georgiev. Ooh, Georgiev. But that's minor league stats. Okay, 23 years of age though. That might be the play. Georgiev. Alright. Let's see if there's anybody else. McElhaney, 36. In the AHL, killing it in the AHL, but I mean, for a team that's probably so good. Toronto, giving up on Jack Campbell already, 27 years old. Ugh. Not great stats either. Blurry. But he'd be a starter. Yeah, I know. I'm going to go grab Georgiev. You want to get rid of him? I'd gladly take him off your hands here. You want our young guy? No. You can have Thomas Greiss for Georgiev, but you got more value on my side there, so I'm going to also take a draft pick from you. I might not be able to get the third from this year. Can I get both thirds from next year? Yes, I can. Boom! Couple thirds and what might end up being a better goaltender, who knows? Let's see. Let's see what ends up happening here. We already have Georgiev up in the major leagues here. Let's go to edit lines. I mean, this is going to end up getting Varlamov some more games played as well here, just because there's more of a disparity between the two goalies now. But I'm hoping that in the games he plays, Georgiev can give me some decent stats. So those are AHL stats this year. But I mean, 913, 291 for New York, 918, 315 isn't the greatest, but all right, let's see what we can get out of him here. We're close to a playoff spot. We're gonna sim another probably about 10 games here. Let's go. If anything crazy starts to happen, I might intervene sooner. So 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, up to Nashville here. So Ducks, there's another win. Beauty. Kings is a win. I'll decline that. I don't know. Okay, anyways, win, loss. Okay. Vegas, tough team. That's a loss. 4 games above, 5 games above 500. 7-2 win against Dallas. That's pretty good. Tough team there. Just barely lost. Okay. Still lost. There's a win against Florida. And Buffalo, we win. Okay. 6 games above 500 here. I would say it's probably a playoff spot. We're flirting with it. 1 point out, 2 games in hand. Okay. Okay, so we're right there. Barzell still killing it here. Decently over a point per game with 36. Pajot, too, is over a point per game. Okay, Lee's creeped his way up there, scoring some goals. 14 goals now to lead the team, it looks like. Bailey's still chugging along in the second line. Same with Nelson and LeBanc. They're not far behind a point per game. So that top 6 is doing pretty well. Olivier, Brassard, okay. So it looks like my bottom 6 is still a problem. Letty. I don't understand that. Like, why? Maybe I need to take a look at where he's at in the lineup or something. I don't know. Yeah, Martin, Cizikas. The bottom six is all minus. Take a look into that here in our strategies. Let's take a look. So, third line. Behind the net. Let's go crash the net. With Broussard and I think Martin still on that line. That might help a bit. But there is some skill on that line, so maybe they need to... So if you're going to shoot, yeah, crash the net. Carry the puck in to shoot it. A little bit more energy, I don't know. Fourth line. They're cycling like crazy. No, shoot the puck. Yeah, with lots of energy after you dump the puck in. Alright, well, hopefully that helps. I mean, alternatively, if that doesn't end up helping a bit, we could try to make this third line a little bit better. I mean, Martin fits decently well, better than his line mates. Olivier really doesn't fit that well on that line. I don't have a lot of guys that fit that well on the third line, to be honest. I don't really want to get rid of Olivier, but at the same time, he doesn't fit the greatest on this team. I think that's part of the problem with this third line, or these bottom six, is that they don't fit the greatest on the team. Ho-Sang does fit okay on that fourth line. So does Komarov. But, I mean, Cizikas doesn't fit the greatest on this team at all. Neither does Olivier, or Broussard, or Martin. I mean, Nelson doesn't fit the greatest either himself. Bailey fits well. LeBanc doesn't fit that well, to be honest, either. Lee fits great. So does Barzal. So does Pajot. But yeah, there's a lot of guys that don't fit the greatest on this team. LeBanc was a half-decent trade, and he's played well. But yeah, I mean, I gotta get Letty going here too. That -8 is horrible. Maybe I'll take a quick look at that second pairings strategy. I don't know if this makes a difference whatsoever, but feels like I'm changing something. So they're shooting the puck. Maybe they need to pinch a little bit more if they're gonna and shoot a little bit less. Just gonna try that out. Like I said, might not make a difference at all, but I don't know. Could also, yeah, try to find somebody better for that third line. Take a quick look around, see if there's anybody on the block at least. I think maybe Buffalo might have somebody that I could be interested in. Sort by overall. Grabner. It's not doing too well, and no line fit. Here we go. Okposo. Top 6. Okay. Frolik. Second line. Simmons. Top 6. Yeah, no. Don't fit that well. Okay. Anybody else? Ooh. There's a bunch of guys here in Calgary. Derek Ryan. Nope. Backlund's not going to be a third liner for me. Andrew Shaw apparently fits the third line. He'd be a huge upgrade on Martin as well. Andrew Shaw, okay. Calvert and Wilson. No. Wait, hold on. Nah. Zach Cassian, top 6 forward lines. James Neal, 4th line. Chiasson, 4th line. Yeah, still be Andrew Shaw. Chris Kreider, no thank you. Kevin Hayes, not with that contract. That's probably why they're getting rid of him. Steen? Nope. Traded for Steen in a different universe, and yeah, worked out well for me. Wow, they have Sandin and Liljegren both on the block. Too bad I can't go after either of them. Engvall, top 6. It is looking like my best option is going to be Andrew Shaw, which makes sense, third line. See what they want for him. He's got 3 years left at 3.9 million cap hit. Something to consider. So, Mayfield down in the minors. They want. And maybe that can be a straight up. Islanders would be over the league salary cap for next season. How much do they have to retain for that not to be the case? If they retain the half of it. Ooh, it works. Okay, let's see what they say. Woefully insufficient. Okay. But I got more that I can give you. I'm not going to give up that guy. I mean, this guy, I don't care. You can have him. This goalie. Got some picks here now that I could give up. A few thirds for next season. Let's assume maybe that ours will be not a good pick next year, hopefully. Does that help? Yeah, they don't like the retained salary. What if I sweeten the deal for them and give them a couple thirds? Still, okay. What if I give them 3 thirds? I'm just going to throw that at there. I don't care if I get rid of the 3 thirds. If I'm getting Andrew Shaw at half his contract, then that could be a lot more worth it. Yeah, no. They're not willing to do that. What if I just give them a bunch of thirds? You weren't comfortable taking the guys. Oh, still over league cap. Yeah, I got a lot of guys here that take up a lot of cap space. Andy Green being one of them. I mean, that sucks. I didn't trade for him. I wonder if I call him up and send him down if somebody would take him. Same with Clutterbuck. Andrew Ladd. I mean, I could try to get rid of some salary cap on my team by doing that. Let's see if anybody will take those guys off my hands. Roster moves. Alright, if this works, it's going to be a genius play. Alright, in the system, let's call these guys up. Well, let's start with these two. I don't care about Clutterbuck either. Call those guys up. Okay, now go to edit lines. Or wait. Make more roster moves. So now just take him back down. So Ladd. Clear waivers. Or don't clear waivers. Don't clear waivers. Come on. Somebody don't clear waivers. Green, Clutterbuck, Ladd. Damn it! Alright, that didn't work. If I trade Mayfield to a different team and then I go after him, that might work. Yeah, that might work. Okay, so proposed trade. Let's trade Mayfield. Or actually, hold on. Let's just do it this way. Find trade. Ooh. And then defenseman Mayfield. Find a trade. Yeah. Third and fourth. Third and fifth. Third and fourth. Third and fourth. Third and fourth. Okay, so Toronto, Vancouver, Nashville. I'll accept that trade. Alright, now I just need to go to edit lines. Best lines down here again, I don't care. Okay, so now let's see if we can go and grab Andrew Shaw, if they'll hold that salary. Might be all for naught. So 1, 2, 3, 4 thirds for Andrew Shaw, with you retaining half of his salary. That's a lot to ask, really. But how does it work? What? Well, that sucks. Dude. I want Andy Green. Oh, it doesn't help me for next year, I guess. Pelech, but I mean he's on the team right now. Boychuk. They're not going to want that. Well, maybe I'm not going to be able to grab him. Unless I can trade I don't understand how it would have worked if I was trading Mayfield to them, but it didn't work when I traded Mayfield to someone else. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Alright, let's see if we can trade away one of these guys then instead. Let's go this route. Use those draft picks to trade a guy like Green away. So, I mean, they want him. What if I just get a 6 from you? I don't care. Take him. That's a lot to give up, hey? A 7th? Pretty sure I mean the Islanders, would have given up more than that. It's interesting. You want him, but you don't really want him. Rejected. I mean, what if I retain salary in the deal? If I retain half of his salary for this season, it doesn't affect me next year. Right? So maybe I can actually get a half decent pick out of this. Like a 4th. Isn't sufficient at all. Okay, what about a 5th? Accepted. Okay, whatever. Take them. Just edit lines here in the minors. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, now, so I should be able to go and get Shaw. Oh, wait. Again, trading him didn't make a difference, I don't think. Because he doesn't have salary next season. So I'm still going to have the same problem. I need to trade Clutterbuck. That's the guy I need to trade. That was weird. I need to trade one of these guys with term left on his contract. That's what I need to do. So like not a Boychuk, but a Lad, or a Clutterbuck, or a Cizikas. You know what? If I trade Cizikas, and then I call up someone, anyone, that might actually work. Because then Komarov can play center, and I'll just call somebody else up to play the wing. What if I trade Cizikas for Shaw? They don't want him, but they also don't want Shaw. Could work. Accepted. Done deal. Okay. You watch now, he's not going to fit on the 3rd line or something. Oh my gosh, I hope he fits. There he is right there. Edit lines. Oh, come on, please fit. So, the idea here is to do this. Shaw. He does look, yeah, so he does fit the line, okay. I just got to change into a power forward. Alright, so edit player. Where is he here? A lot of 82 overall guys here. So Andrew Shaw. I mean, a switch from a grinder to a power forward, I really don't think it's a huge difference between characteristics. So power forward there. Continue save. I also actually have to change my 4th line because there's 2 power forwards in Komarov and Martin. And then there's a playmaker in Hosang. I think Hosang's probably more of a sniper, and then I'll change Komarov to the playmaker. So you shoot, you pass him the puck, and you hit people. The hit people part goes over to Martin, which I think is pretty fitting. So sniper here, and then I just have to change Komarov to a playmaker, and then I can go check out the lines. I had a +3 on the fourth line before. Hopefully I can have a +3 on both lines, because it was only +1 on the third line before. And I mean, Shaw at 81 should just be better than Martin at 77 anyways. Cizikas didn't really fit on that fourth line. Playmaker. Okay. And before I start simming games again, I do want to see how Georgiev has done on this team. That's one last thing I want to do before getting back into the games. So let's take a look at edit lines. Still just the +1 on that third line. And I think it's because of Olivier. It just really doesn't fit there. I got the +3 still on the third, or on the fourth line, so that's good. So, I mean, really here, it is an upgrade. Because he's going to be playing like an 80. He'll be playing like an 82. Yeah, I think it should help. And then this is how I'll take a look at Georgiev's stats, actually. Ooh. Okay, he's only played the one game. He let 6 goals in. What? Yeah, that's a terrible game. 6 goals in on 39 shots. Huh. What game did he play then? This game here against Montreal. Why wouldn't you play him against Detroit and then, I mean, Montreal. Oh. Montreal's the worst overall team, I guess, standings wise, but anyways, another 10 games. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll actually do it just shy of that. So 9 games. So there's a win, another win. Stringing together some wins. I love it. Win, 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 win. Love it. Win. And then an OT loss. Okay. A loss. And then a win. Okay, get back to winning against Washington, Jersey, and the Maple Leafs with a 6-0 win there. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This team has really turned around as the season's gone on, and we've worked our way up to second in the division. Nice. All right, so kicking some butt here is Pajot and Barzal still, and Lee's worked his way up to a point per game now, so that first line is firing on all cylinders. Bailey, LeBanc, Nelson, very respectable numbers there. I mean, Bailey's almost got a point per game on the second line. Olivier, the minuses are diminishing a bit there. So, I mean, Shaw came in potentially with a minus. Yeah, so he came in with a -3. He's +2 so far. 6 points in 9 games is really good. In less than half a point per game here, 2/3 of a point per game here. So huge boost in shooting percentage here as well on this team so far. Heck yes, so far the moves that the Rocket is making look to be the right ones. Broussard's, yeah, Letty here too, -5. He's +3 in the last few games there. firing a little bit better. So it looks like the moves I'm making are helping a bit. Every little bit helps, that's for sure. So I'll just keep sending, maybe get up to the trade deadline here. Take another in-depth look at that point. So how many games do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, we can go up to here. There we go. Big win. OT loss. Okay. Boston is a loss. OT loss and a loss. Okay. Ugh. Getting a bit of a losing streak going here into Christmas. Oh. Stop the bleeding. Wow. Okay, so we got some points there, but that's a pretty bad losing streak. Come on, beat Vancouver in the first game back here. Come on. That elusive 26 win. There we go. But wow, that's a bad losing streak. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row we lost. We got 4 points in 8 games. Oof. That is not good. Yeah, we've dropped all the way back down into a wild card. So we're in the playoffs still. But wow, that's terrible. What happened? Alright, so Barzell's actually grown here a bit. Pajot, still 82 overall. Bailey is at a point per game now. Lee's just under. Bank. Nelson's dropped off a bit. I'm not sure why. Ooh, okay, so the third line getting the minuses going again. Buddy -7, so he dropped down a couple again. Ugh. I don't know if there's really much I can do at this point. Made a few moves, just let it play out. We're in a playoff spot. Got games in hand on the teams around us. I mean, playing pretty similar to the real team. Alright, let's get up to just before the trade deadline here. See if there's anything we feel compelled to do. Glad we got that win right after a loss, but I mean, 1 and 2 here. Okay, another win, another shootout loss. Okay. Anaheim sends Kunitz to Calgary. They both exchanged second. That's a weird trade. Okay, we got a win there. Keep winning here, guys. The Bruins fire their coach. Okay. Vegas. That's another win. Okay. Start stringing some wins again. There we go. 3 wins in a row. 4 of our last 5. 5 wins in a row. Or 4 wins in a row. 5 wins in a row. There we go. A little bit of a winning streak going into the trade deadline. Wow. Okay. Byram and Dickinson go from Colorado to Chicago for Jonathan Toews to the Colorado Avalanche. That's a in division trade there too. Wow, that's huge. That's a big trade. And then a shootout loss. Okay, 33, 18, and 10 should be pretty securely in a playoff spot here. 6-point lead on the Penguins, and the Red Wings are behind them with 64 games played. Okay, so it's just crazy. In so many GM modes, the Atlantic is just killer. and then I pick a Metropolitan team, and the Metropolitan ends up being better. I don't know. Okay. So Barzell leading the way here. Over a point per game. Same with Lee. Bailey just behind. And yeah, the minus is there in the bottom part of the lineup. It's just showing through huge. Pollock and Bailey are killing it on that first line. Boychuk's okay. So Letty has gotten back to even. So the second pair's doing much better. But we still, yeah, -5, -5. -7, -7, -7. Who's the last guy down there? Okay, no, there's -5s and -7s. So, yeah, it's not great. It's crazy. The bottom half of the lineup is just getting shredded. Let's see. Let's do our due diligence here and go through the trading blocks. See if there's anybody I'd like to grab here. Ooh, Sonny Milano, eh? Bad minus. He doesn't fit on the team either. Okay. Torrey Krug. Is it UFA? That's why. Nobody there. Lucic, no thank you. Be happy to get rid of him, I'm sure, but no, not going to take him off your hands. Well, there's not a lot of guys here so far. Brett Connolly. No. Yeah, it might be just going forward with the lineup that we have. Again, Kevin Hayes, no thank you. Not taking that cap hit on. Nobody that's fitting the lineup. Andreas Janssen, top 6. Nope. No, that's it. So, yeah. We've already made our trades, so we'll stand pat here at the trade deadline and hope we can make it to the playoffs and do some damage when we get there. That Jonathan Toews trade is pretty crazy. I'm going to take a quick look at those lines. Colorado's going for it. I don't blame them. Wow. I mean, his line mates aren't great. I guess that's just like crazy depth. Kadri on the 4th line with Burakovsky. Wow. Defensively, yeah. I'd say they're pretty dangerous. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the end of the season, barring any setbacks along the way here. I'll just send the rest. Okay, so New York, that's a win. All right. A loss to St. Louis, a big 8-2 loss. Ouch. Win, okay. There's another win. String them together. No, got a loss against Carolina. And they lost a bad loss against Vancouver. Double losses in Alberta. Oof, that's not a good trip out west in Canada. We lost to Pittsburgh as well there. Win against the Flames. We're still in a playoff spot. Win against the Leafs. I think we've killed the Leafs this season. A loss against the Devils, but then right back to winning. Loss against Buffalo. We're riding that playoff line. A win there. A win there. A win there. That does it for us. Hell yeah. Get on a winning streak when it matters the most. We have a 5-game winning streak going into the playoffs. Send one more day here. And we'll be playing, against the Washington Capitals in the first round. That's not going to be an easy matchup there. Tampa versus Carolina. Tampa's already up 1-0. Pittsburgh did make it. They're playing Philly. That's a huge rivalry there. Winnipeg's already up 1-0 against Tays and the Colorado Avalanche. San Jose made the playoffs, and they're up currently against... they're playing against Vegas again. That's a huge rematch from last season. And then Florida versus... Okay, interesting. Back out of this here, go take a quick look at the season's stats, like the end stats. 96-point season for Barzal. That is awesome. 33 goals. Pajot with a 90-point season. 18 goals of his own. Still rocking the 82 overall. Anders Lee almost hit 50 there. Got 48. Over a point per game himself. Bailey dropped off a bit as the season went on, but a 73-point season is huge for him. It is a career high. Yeah, just barely. But it is a career high. That's his own line now too, so he's not riding anybody's coattails there on the second line. Bolivier had a really respectable season down there. A lot of power play points did help out with that. But, I mean, Nelson was on the power play as well. So, I mean, pretty effective on that third line. Andrew Shaw, since coming over, he was a minus player, but 22 points in 51 games. Yeah, not much better than his time in Chicago. A little bit better shooting percentage, but... All right. Let's finish this up here. Pulock. Okay. So Letty ended up getting a plus in the end. So I don't know if that was the way that they were playing and the strategies to help that out or not. But I mean, he was a -8 when I changed the strategies, and he ends the season as a +8. And it could have helped. But yeah, it's just crazy how all of the bottom 6 guys are minus. And nobody else. Even the defensemen. I don't really understand how that happens. Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, so in the entire league, let's take a quick look there. So, wow, Blake Wheeler, Larkin, Scheifele. Okay, there's lots of guys over 100 points here. Have to go down pretty far to see Barzal. But, I mean, very, very respectable season for Barzal. Nothing wrong with that. 62 goals for Alex Ovechkin. Wow. Just tore it up. It's funny because I don't see Pasternak or Matthews anywhere there. And they were the other 2 guys this season that, in real life, that ripped it up. Wow, I don't see Matthews anywhere. Did I just miss him? Doesn't look like it. Huh. So Anders Lee gets second place in goals. That's pretty good. Pretty respectable for an 84 overall. 91, 91, 84, 88, 90. So he's got some pretty good company there. Brock Besser's pretty respectable company there as well with 45 goals. I guess Mampa's a young guy as well, but still. I need to go check out Toronto real quick here as well. Matthews only had 24 goals. I mean, that's just not super realistic. Kapanen with 21. Spezza with 18. Matthews with 24. Really? I guess they played a very balanced style this season. Alright. Actually, check the goaltender stats here real quick as well. Yeah, just Georgiev, not solid. But it did make Varlamov play more. Varlamov had much better numbers anyways. Still not great. Like, what guys have a great save percentage? Is there anybody? 923 for Brassard as a backup. Samsonov, 923 as a backup. Aaron Dowell, 918 as a starter. Ranta had a pretty solid season as well. Like, what about Kemper? Is Kemper not better rated? I'm not going to make any changes here. Haven't really had any growth either from the players, but let's take a quick look at our opponent as well here. I know what we're going to see. Ovechkin with his 62 goals with Backstrom and Kovalchuk. Wilson, Kuznetsov, who's better than Backstrom now, and Vrana, who's very solid. Leipzig, Eller, and TJ Oshie on the third line. They have David Sprong down on the fourth line, or Daniel Sprong, excuse me. Defensively, Orlov and Carlson, Dylan Kempney, Gudas, and Jensen. With Holtby and Samsonov in the net. Alright, we are in tough here against this team. I did not mean to go to roster moves. I did mean to go to edit lines real quick and just check, not that it matters, but I wanted to check Arizona's goaltending real quick. I guess they're rated the same, hey? 37 games played, but he's going to be playing starting in the playoffs? Yeah, no, that is 2014-15. Oh, he's played a lot more playoff games than I would have expected in the NHL. 6 games for Minnesota. Darcy Kemper. It looks like he's going to be starting for them in the playoffs, but I could be wrong. After Ranta played 50 games and put up all those great numbers. Anyways, I guess let's just jump right into game one here. Let's see how we're going to do. We are the home team here. So first period. Now. They're out shooting us like crazy. Wow. Okay, second period. Oh, Sprong starts it off on the fourth line. Wilson on the power play. Carlson, Sprong again, just piling on, and Kevin LeBanc gets us on the board. Third period. They pile on. 11-1. Ho, 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 ho. On home ice, guys, you lose 11-1. I mean, Georgiev gets lit up here in the third period. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ouch. Varlamov gets hooked after 3 goals, and then Georgiev goes in and lets in 8 more. Oh, you guys have to get pissed off after that game. That really needs to piss you guys off. And not any one guy either. Their whole team just lit us up. Wow. Oh, I hope that's not a sign of things to come here. That's going to be a very quick series if it is. Ouch. Wow. Our minor league team's doing pretty good this year. Okay. Wow. Okay. That was not good. First period, game 2. Try to redeem yourself, guys. You got outshot again. No goals for. Second period. Okay, we get the first one. Playing some playoff hockey here. Justin Bailey. Or Josh Bailey. I don't know. Gets a power play goal to get us on the board. Third period here. Add to it if you can. Hold on to it if you can. I mean, either way, this is a much better game than game 1. And OV ties it for them. And Kovalchuk, their first line's tearing us up here in the third period. 3, 2, 1, no. Oh, and the power play with 7 seconds left goes nowhere. And we get held to 1 goal again. I mean, positive coming out of this game, obviously, is that we only held them to 2, but we only got 1 again. So, I don't know, guys. That's not where I need to look. I need to look over here. Much better game in game 2, but we need our guys to show up here. You know, like we have 5 points in 2 games. You know, LeBank's leading the way. Point per game. You're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. Bailey. I mean, really though, with those minuses, don't keep doing what you're doing. Nobody can keep doing what they're doing. And we need to erase those first 2 games from our memory and come into here in game 3 ready to really push them on their home ice. So here we go. First period. There we go. They get the first goal. But then we say, no, we're not going out without a fight. Bailey gets the tie, and Barzal shows up for the first time in the series and gets the go-ahead goal. Second period. Okay, they do tie it up. Brendan Dillon. We're out shooting them. We're going into the third period tied. That first game is well behind us. Let's show them that we can progress from game to game to game and go out and win this game in the third period. All right. Come on, guys. Penalty kill, penalty kill, penalty kill is a long one. Sneak in a goal here. Power play. There you go. Matt Barzal really showed up for this game. Hell yes. He wins the game for us there in the third period. He's definitely going to be the first star. 2 goals. Varlamov had a great game as well. Only 2 goals on 36 shots. That's what I'm talking about, though. progression from game to game to game. Now let's go out there, get this game 4 in convincing fashion, do something similar to that they did to us in game 1, and then go back home tied and ready to have a 3-game series. Let's do it. Game 4 on the road, first period, 1-1 tie. Okay, again they come out, score the first goal, but right at the end of the first period, Kevin LeBanc comes out, says, no way, we're not going out without a fight here. Second period, Washington does get a 2-goal advantage for the third. Greatly outshooting us here as well. Let's try and chip away at it here in the third, guys. Let's get some of that magic from game 3. There you go. Josh Hosang down on the 4th line. Scores from the corner. Throw the pucks on the net, guys. 10 minutes left. Half a period. Penalty kill. Kill it off. There you go. Hickey with the game-tying goal. Hell yes. Penalty kill again. Oh, gonna have to stop taking penalties here, guys. So, first overtime game of the series. Varlamov is playing great for you again. Only 3 goals on 41 shots. Come out here and play your heart out for your goaltender. Overtime period. Penalty kill again. Penalty kill again. What are you guys doing? You're trying to give them the game. Power play. Oh, penalty kill. Are we going to get through an entire overtime period? We are. Okay. So one thing I can say that goes for us here is they've got a guy like Ovechkin and Backstrom that are old. They're older than most of the guys on our team, I guess. Johnny Boychuk, I think, is getting up there a little bit as well. But, hey, use your youth. Get out there in the second overtime period. Barzal, Bolivier down on the 3rd line. Like, get out there and get this game. We need to go home tied. We can't go home down 3-1. Oh, I'm not gonna intervene here. Okay. So here we go. And there we go, right away. Anders Lee, the first line. In the first minute of the second overtime, they come out and they get us this game. Hell yes. That is awesome. All right, here we go. Tied 2-2 now. All right, that's awesome. Let's advance today here. Let's see how our minor league team can do. Game 1 is a win. That's a win on the road. Okay, so we've won 2 games in a row here now. That was a marathon game 4, but we do come home tied 2-2 after losing 11-1 in game 1. There's a bunch of sweeps going on out there. We got Pittsburgh sweeping the Philadelphia Flyers, so they're waiting already in the second round. We have Toronto up 3-1 over the Panthers. Tampa did a pretty quick work there of Carolina. And the West, wow, after the Taves trade, 4-1 loss to the Winnipeg Jets. Dallas Stars come in and sweep the Minnesota Wild, and so do the Edmonton Oilers over the Coyotes. And then we have San Jose and and Vegas duking it out. That's only fitting. All right, but now let's shift the focus back to our own series here. Game 5 at home. Oh, come on, boys. Let's do this. First period, down 1-0. Okay. Kuznetsov All right, guys, we've shown resilience in this series. Get out there and, I'd say, hopefully tie it in the second period here to give us the best chance to win. So, second period. Okay, so they come out, extend their lead to a 3-goal lead. Ovi and Orlov just piling on. But our first line, Pajot and Barzal, say no. We're getting back into this game. We're at home. We've already lost 2 games at home. Let's make this a game. Third period. Come on, guys. Get it tied. An early penalty, and they do make us pay for it. So now we have to chip away. Kevin LeBanc on the second line does that perfectly for us. And now we have to tie it. Come on, guys. Half a period to go. 7, 6, 5. There we go. Anthony Bolivier on the third line ties it for us. And here we go. Going into the first overtime period of this game. Second overtime game in a row. We've shown so much resilience. Let's get out there. We've definitely given our home fans a great game here. But let's get out there and win it for them, to go to Washington with the chance to win this series. And again, I pressed the wrong button. Here we go. Overtime with the power play, and we do score early. Anders Lee wins the game for us on home ice. Oh, just beautiful. Varlamov is having a series here too, after obviously not the greatest first game. I mean, most of which was Georgiev getting lit up. Oh, again, here I need to go to the playoff stats. After calling the guys out there after the second game too, we have Barzal over a point per game. LeBanc still chugging along at his point per game pace, but Pajot up to a point per game. Bailey just under. Let's take a look at the goaltending here. Yeah, wow, 6-19. But a .922 save percentage for Varlamov so far. I mean, after that first game that wasn't great, he's really, really reeled it in ever since. Second game wasn't his fault at all. I think it's a 2-1 loss. Or a 3-2, 2-1 loss was the second game. But now all of a sudden we've won 3 games in a row. We have a chance to win it in Washington. Let's see how this second game goes down here. And an OT loss, so just barely lost. 2 really close games so far, but now we're going home. I have a chance to win it here with the back-to-back wins at home. But speaking of a chance to win it, let's do that right now here in the first round against, I'd say, the better team in Washington for sure. But maybe, the youth is going to prevail here. So let's go. First period. Down 2 goals. Okay. Washington's not going to go out without a fight here. Backstrom and Kovalchuk on their first line. So let's start chipping away here in the second. They're not actually out shooting us this time either. So yes, we do chip away there. Brassard gets his first goal of the playoffs. And we're out shooting them here for the first time, I would think, in the whole series. So third period, let's go out and show that resiliency again. Ties the game. Barzal right away. Out shooting them here still. Come on, keep shooting, guys. Power play. And it doesn't go anywhere. Half a period to go. Tie game. They're out shooting them here pretty bad. Keep shooting, guys. Keep shooting. And for a third game in a row, we're going to go to overtime. Chance to win it. We've won 3 in a row, guys. We've shown our resiliency after they came out and blew us out in game 1. Absolutely took us to the cleaners in game 1. We've won 3 games in a row and only had a 1-goal game in that second game. So we've had a very good series here. Let's go out and finish it. And again, I pressed the wrong button. All right. Overtime period. Keep shooting. We're up to almost 40 shots on goal here. Power play. Doesn't go anywhere. Penalty kill. Good penalty kill, guys. All right, winding down here in the first overtime period. The longer it goes, I think the better chance this team has to win it because we have the youth. We have Pullock. We have Hickey. We have Pellick. We have Bolivier. We have Hosang up on the team. Let's go, guys. Second overtime period. Let's finish this game up. Again, I pressed it up. Penalty kill right away here. One too many penalties, guys. This team is way too good to be taking that many penalties against. All right, so we are going to go to deciding game 7. See how this minor league game goes. First game at home, and it's an 8-0 win. Holy cow. Okay, nice. All right, so we lost a game there. It's the first game we've lost in a while here, guys. We're back home. We're back home. We gave the fans an amazing Game 5. Now let's go out and give them an amazing Game 7. We haven't blown them out at all yet in this series. Is it time for us to maybe have a blowout game? Oh. So Bailey starts it off for us, but then Ovi comes right back. Tom Wilson and Kovalchuk. The veteran leadership on that team has scored 3 goals on 9 shots for them. We have 15 shots in that first period. So clearly out shooting them and having the flow of play means nothing in this series. Let's chip away here in the second period. This isn't over, guys. This is not over yet. Second period. There we go. Chipping away. Andrew Shaw, the deadline acquisition. Maybe a little bit before the deadline, but still. Third period, guys. Penalty kill. Penalty kill. Oh. Gotta stop taking penalties, guys. And we really, for our fans, need to tie this game up. All right, there's 2 minutes to go here. I'm going to go in and take a look at it here. I'm going to watch it. CPU game. I am going to change something real quick here. True broadcast. All right, let's go see if we can tie this game up. 1-goal game at home in the third period. All right, here we go. 2 minutes to go here in the third period. Washington wins the face-off there. The home fans are loud for you, boys. Washington gets a shot there, though. We're deep in our own zone here with just over a minute to go now. Alex Ovechkin has been producing huge for them in this series. But let's go, boys. 1 minute to go here. Barzal wins the face-off for us. Pullock gets it up to him. Nice back pass, and then over. Oh, Anders Lee with the shot. 48 goals himself here in the regular season. So let's see what we can do here, guys. I don't know if they're going to be pulling the goalie just yet. Doesn't look like they're pulling the goalie just yet. Come on, Barzal, win this face-off for us. There's the face-off win. Another shot off the face-off there, one-timer. Washington picks up that puck, but it gave it away. Barzal picks that puck up. Gets it over. Oh, another one-time blast there. Oh, another shot there too. Okay. We do have the empty net now. 35 seconds to go here. We're shooting the puck like crazy. Let's go, guys. Get that game-tying goal. Pulick over to Bailey. Oh! A couple more shots there with the goaltender pulled. We're really, really pushing, making them work for it. Come on. Let's go. Bailey, Nelson, and LeBanc are out there now. Barzal's the extra attacker. Oh, another shot. Oh, and then they give it away. Oh, another shot. Just misses. Oh, they get the puck up and out there now. No, and they get the empty netter. All right, boys, that's going to probably be it there now. But you know what? After that first game of 11-1, I mean, I think everyone just, wrote us off, thought it was going to be a quick series. And there was actually quite a few quick series out there. There was a few 4-0, a couple sweeps, yeah, and 4-1. So, I mean, to come back to 7 games and lose 4-3, we have a young team that's only going to get better. I think that, next year we'll come back better than we did this year. And, taking a look at the Washington team beforehand, they looked quite a bit better than us. So, coming to game 7 like this, within basically a goal there at the end, I mean, there was quite a flurry there when we had the goaltender pulled. So I don't look at this as a failed season or anything at all. Nothing like that. So, a Washington team that's more experienced in the playoffs and just has a better team, to be frank. They have a better goaltender. They got a 91 overall defenseman. We have nothing even close to that. They have Alex Ovechkin here, still as hungry as ever. Yeah, I think it's a good building block for the team. Let's take this and learn from it, like I said, and come back next year stronger. And I can't skip through any of this, but next step here will be the draft. We don't have anything high up in the draft, so we're going to be looking for a gem late. And then probably don't have a ton of money to spend in free agency really either. It might be a little bit of an eventful off season and come back next year with relatively the same squad with hopefully some growth in guys like Barzal and from playing up on that first line, hopefully Pajot has a bit of a boost. We still have to follow the minor league team here, I guess. We're up 2-1 here in the first round. So we'll go through that, and then we'll get into the draft, and we'll go from there. All right, so that's a loss on home ice. So we're going to go to Game 5. Go in the distance here in the minors, just like we did in the NHL. So Game 5. We won it. 4-2, convincing fashion. Here we go. So now in the second round, we have home ice advantage. So first game, OT loss. Okay, the Phantoms are bringing it. Second game, 6-2 loss. Okay, we got to go into their barn and win. No, got shut out in Game 3. Are we going to get swept in the second round? No. Okay, OT win. Claw back here, guys. Reverse sweep. Okay. 3-2 series now. 3-3 series. Are we going to do the reverse sweep? Yes, we do. Last 2 games were in convincing fashion too. 6-1 and 7-1. Hopefully this means some growth for Wahlstrom. Yeah, he's up to 78 overall now. That's really good. And Dow Call is up a bit. Kiefer Bellows is up a little bit as well. I don't know that I have too many guys here, but yeah, the team's looking looking decent. Okay. Third round now. We don't have home ice advantage anymore here. But we win game one. We lose game two. Okay, so 1-1 going home. Ooh, bad. Two bad losses in a row. Come on, get it tied. Yes, tied. Okay, it's a 3-game series. All right, we're up. And we're off to the Calder Cup Finals. Okay, so a little bit of a consolation here. We did not win a round in the NHL, but in the minors here, we've gone to the Calder Cup Finals against the Moose, Manitoba Moose, I think. And we win game one. All right. We lose game two. Okay, going home tied. Can't ask for much more, but we lose game three. Bad at home. Game four, we get it tied. Okay, it's a 3-game series. Okay, and they have the advantage. And we lose it to the Manitoba Moose. And in the NHL, the Washington Capitals go on to win the Stanley Cup. Okay, so I know, a lot of people don't think it means much, but to lose to the eventual Stanley Cup winners is not a horrible thing. It's not a horrible thing. Interesting. Okay, so now I think maybe I can take a look at some of the growth. Wow, Matt Barzal jumps up to a 92 overall. Huge signing with the 7.25 for the foreseeable future. Huge. Okay, Anders Lee jumps up to an 87. Pajot jumps up to an 85. Huge growth. Bailey jumps up to an 86. Pulock up to an 85. Yeah, that's some huge growth for the guys here. LeBanc jumps up to an 83. He does want an extension. I don't know that I have a lot of... What? So extension dollars remaining is a ton. Because Brassard's contract's up. Dobson, 80. Maybe he was always 80. Hosang's a 79 now. Decent growth. Decent growth on the team for sure. In the system, yeah, Wallstrom's up to 78. That's good. Hopefully he gets some natural growth over the summer as well. All right, so I'll sim up to the draft here. Can maybe take a look at retirements and stuff. So New Jersey via Vancouver gets up to the first overall pick. Wow. New Jersey just picking first all the time. Yeah, we're not up there anywhere. Anaheim via Boston. Not going to look at the draft class yet. Okay, view retired players. Anybody on our team? Nope. All right. So a bunch of coach retirements. Chris Kunitz of the Calgary Flames is now a coach. Let's continue simming up to the draft. Take a quick look at our coaching staff here as well. Did they grow? I think LaBelle did grow. I think he was a C or a C minus or something, and he's up to B minus now. It's pretty good. we'll be able to upgrade the coaching in the off season too. That's something that we'll be able to do. So some pretty good. Okay, never mind. The overall is terrible. Region efficiency is great, but these overalls is awful. So yeah, we'll be looking for some scouts here for sure. Yeah, ew. Ugly. I'll take a quick look at the draft class here. I'm all the way down in the third round, so what is that? They're up to 30, 60, so early 60s all the way up to 90. So yeah, I don't have anybody doing any good scouting here, apparently. Fournier, Holtz, and Raymond. So there's some high elite. Interesting. Wonder if this guy's actually a medium elite defenseman at the end of the first round, because if so, might be down to trade for that. Yeah, I mean, nothing's jumping out at me here. Low elite late in the draft. Top 6 forward in the third round. Yeah, might be able to find something here. Top 4D in the third or fourth round. Starter really late in the draft. I don't think I have any picks in the second round, but I'd be willing to bet that that goalie is going to be pretty decent. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and check out some of the other videos I have. But yeah, I'll be continuing this one. The next video will be the draft here, off season, and all of year 2. So have a good one.